So recently on the channel, I covered the pepper sprayer, which is an almost perfect SMG. This thing has everything going for it. It's super useful in so many ways. Then I covered the Trinity, which is kind of its counterpart. It's a burst weapon, does tons of upfront damage, struggles a bit with crowd clearing, but it's a generally decent weapon. And so I guess it's fitting, with recent history being what it is, that a viewer would suggest that I run the Turncoat. I have not shown a semi-auto pistol in a very long time. The only time I've done it in recent history, I guess, is the Whisper 45. That was fairly recent, but I don't cover these weapons very often, and it's because they're pretty good. You know, pistols can do a lot more damage than you might think. They're a lot more useful than you might think. You can see the perks on this weapon are excellent. If I switch to a different screen here, decent crit chance, tons of crit damage. This is with Beetle Jess in the lead. Perfect perks. I mean, this is just what you want. Nature Zone, because we're going to be in a water zone. And let's just go over this loadout real quick. Beetle Jess to just buff our crit damage, Toy Rockin' Out to crit more often, Battle Beat to keep it active, Sub Wafers so that we can activate our crit chance anytime that we want, Hip Shot just to do some extra damage, Survivalist just because I'm feeling lazy today. Coconuts would be a lot better for healing and damage, but I'm feeling lazy today. And we've got Locked and Reloaded so that when we reload, which is only taking 1.4 seconds, by the way, we're going to get some extra damage in the meantime. So yeah, pretty straightforward build, pretty straightforward weapon. Let's hop in game and show you guys just how strong a pistol can be. Alright, starting off with some basic enemies. You can see that the single target damage is actually pretty good. I still need a lot more wafers, but even without Toy Rockin' Out active, it's killing really efficiently, and if your aim is alright, you'll have a pretty good time with this weapon. Alright, taking on an encampment with just a pistol. I have 6 wafers now, so hopefully this is alright. If I'm critting more often, you'll see the damage that I'm talking about. Look at that. 1 magazine for a mist monster. Like, that's really solid damage. I would be impressed with that with any weapon, much less a pistol, and I'm not even eating the wafers now, I'm just being lazy. By the way, I recently showed a video showcasing Seismic Smash is featuring a bug that may or may not be patched by the time this video's out, but regardless, it was a very fun time. If you guys want to check it out, link will be down below. It's actually a really good ability. I recommend people using Seismic Smash. Whenever you're using an Outlander loadout, it's a great way to clear out a bunch of enemies in front of you, and even though I'm trying to feature a pistol here, I think it's fair to say that it's not a single target weapon. I also am demonstrating Affliction right here. Super strong. I mention it every single time Affliction comes up, but that's because it's super good. Look at this. A nurse from range is actually dying with relative ease. It's a very strong weapon. Am I gonna get any wafers? Alright, here we go. Taker, AFK, and he's dead. So, with Affliction, I wonder if wow, okay. I was saying maybe I can just one-tap every enemy and they'll die from Affliction, but instead I actually one-tapped every enemy. So, yeah, I guess that's the power of a couple of crit damage perks, huh? This is so easy now. I don't even want to waste my wafers. Everything, including zombie... Okay, why? Why are you teleporting around? That's not fair. That's not fair. Well, either way, it goes to show that even without Toy Rockin' Out saving wafers, very strong pistol. One more Taker clip for you. 2, 3 shots, and he's dead. Can we just one-hit every single enemy while we have Toy Rockin' Out active? Maybe if we crit on every single shot? Oh my god, we actually do. It's fun. This weapon's actually really fun. I like pistols. I wonder if this weapon is any good for the target practice. Yeah, it works. It's not the worst pistol I've ever used. Okay, alright. This is actually a pretty decent pistol for target practice. If you guys ever need a good weapon for it, I recommend it. Yeah, definitely gets the job done. Easy target practice. Even though it's not a crowd clearing weapon, I am taking on another encampment just because I feel like it. In fact, I'm just gonna do this as an... Seismic Smash. I'm just gonna do this as an Outlander. I feel like I could just throw down Teddy and ball out, yeah. Because I feel like this is more in line with what a normal player would be seeing. If you guys take my recommendation and try out this weapon for yourself, if you're running an Outlander loadout, you're gonna have all these abilities at your disposal. A lot of times, I like to hold back on abilities just to showcase the weapon that I'm here to demonstrate, but in reality, ignoring my abilities is a bad way to play. And you can see an encampment goes down really easy when you just use what you've got. I think my raptor is broken. Oh, never mind, he's fixed. He just got tired. Alright, the defense begins. Got some basic traps down just to activate Battle Beat a little more consistently. Wow, this is a laggy perspective, but basically, we're just going to be activating Toy Rockin' Out as much as we can and taking advantage of that extra crit damage from Battle Beat, or I'm sorry, Beetle Jess and Battle Beat. Wow, these are confusing names. It's actually really enjoyable to use these weapons, as I've been kind of showcasing this entire time. Hey, first smasher of the video. I was looking for one before we started the defense. I really like these high accuracy weapons. I like the weapons where you can just point at their head, click it, and actually do some meaningful damage. Focusing on these smashers because of all weapons, the Turncoat is a single target weapon. Like, obviously the crowd clearing is what it is, so focusing on one enemy and doing a surprising amount of decent damage, like I know the wood is covering all of it, but yeah, little Ben's work, right? 300,000 damage per headshot crit is pretty good when you're shooting at a consistent fire rate. So it's a really, really enjoyable weapon to use. And if we just dash over here real quick, look at that. Don't even have Totally Rocking Out active. I know the shielder is getting in the way a little bit. It's better than you might think. I know a lot of people are probably scoffing at me right now. Like, I have showcased so many amazing weapons on this channel, and this one is not the strongest, all right? I'm not immune to that logic. I'm aware that this is not the strongest one I've ever shown on my channel, but if you've wanted to try something else out, if you're a little tired of the meta, pistols can go a really long way. I showcased that in my Whisper 45 video. Okay, chat is going crazy right now. Thank you for the Prime sub. I'm gonna have to mute those alerts. If you guys ever want to be featured, or I guess present while I record these videos, I record most of my videos on stream, and the streams are a really good time, so Twitch link down below. I've also been recently streaming on YouTube. I don't know if that'll be a permanent thing. I've always considered Twitch to be kind of like my primary streaming place, so links are down below if you guys ever want to be a part of that. It's definitely a fun time, but I'm gonna mute that for the rest of the video. Appreciate them all. I'll catch up with them after the video, but yeah, as I was saying, if you ever want to get a break from the meta, I showed this in my Whisper 45 video. It's decently strong, you know, if you have okay accuracy, you know. Sorry, I always pick on the console players when I talk about that. Are console players good at the game now? People in chat tell me. I don't know. I feel like keyboard and mouse gives you a lot more to work with, but the point remains the same. If you got okay accuracy and you like some of these precision weapons, semi-auto pistols are really good. Haywire Storm is a base game one that's very similar. I've been talking about the Whisper 45 3 times now. It's also strong, and I feel like this weapon is just overshadowed. I mean, when there are SMGs that are so much more accurate and fully auto and take a lot less work, it's kind of a big deal. In fact, you can get a lot better distance now that you can crouch. It tightens your bloom and lets you be accurate from a longer range, and that goes a long way. Look at that affliction, by the way. I know I'm letting him smash our base, but that's just extra hundreds of damage. He just got executed. That smasher just got put down. It's like, Beast, what are you doing? Boom, he's dead. The Xenon Bow just rips through. Not a very strong weapon, by the way. Xenon Bow, single target damage, quite low. The reason the Xenon Bow is as strong as it is, of course, is because it shoots through lots of different targets. Am I going to be able to kill him in time? No, help with the teammate was necessary, but I'll continue my thoughts in the next round. As I was saying from the last clip, those SMGs are just so much easier to use. Like, it takes a lot of setup to use these weapons, but I think that's part of the fun. I think it's nice to just crouch, zero in, be as precise as you can, take on a Riot Husky with a pistol. Like, it gives you a lot of reward. Obviously, you could run the strongest, you know, Blackout build, or you could use my Crack Shot Scourge build and just annihilate everything in front of you. If you're a founder, you go ahead and run that triple Nocturno loadout and just explode everything, triple crit damage Nocturno build and just explode everything. But that's not nearly as rewarding. They might be satisfying builds in their own right. Okay, I need to eat these wafers. I went to all this effort to grab them, and I'm saving them for something. Like, I'm shooting a 250 power level smasher. Like, if I'm not saving it for that, then what am I saving it for? Obviously the mini boss, but that's smoke screen. I can't do anything to that. Smoke screen! Little PSA, since I still see people forgetting, including high power level players. Smoke screen reduces your ranged weapon damage by about 75%. It is a significant reduction. And if you are looking to be effective versus them, use a melee like the Ravager. All smokescreen mini bosses are also without an element, so they're all physical. So this one right here, nice little double crit damage Ravager is the best way to take care of them. Like, it's not even a debate. Like, the Ravager is just king for this. And of course, 3.3 million. I'm not even running a melee build. I am running Totally Rocking Out, which is why I have a little bit of confidence here. I can just eat a wafer, swing faster, crit more often, and you can see the damage just sort of speaks for itself. Hopefully I can step back and get a nice big hit in. Oh my god, the Ravager's so good. I actually have a video recently showcased on the channel of the Ravager one-shotting mini-boss. No, smashers, not mini-bosses. Not quite that strong, but it was one-shotting power level 250 smashers. That is not clickbait. It's a super fun video. If you want to see the true strength of the Ravager, that's definitely one you should check out down below. But this is going to be just a real showcase of this weapon's limitations. This is not a clip I would have shown in the intro because it makes this weapon look terrible, but it's a pistol. These are power level 250 fatties. Like, it's doing pretty well as far as pistols go. It's not a top meta weapon. It's A tier as far as pistols go, maybe C or D tier as far as the weapons of Save the World go. But I do want to say that it's just rewarding. I mentioned this earlier. I'm repeating my point just to reiterate that it's a very rewarding way to play. It's very precise. You can aim for the head, get that bonus damage, and if you're up for that, you can have a pretty good time. But for most people, I think the pepper sprayer is probably just as well. I am struggling a lot more than I thought I would. These smashers are really strong, even with Toy Rocket out active, man. 13 wafers left to go. Let's reload. Let's see the thing. And Gunblazer Southie is a hero I actually forgot to mention earlier. Gunblazer Southie is really good at boosting your damage by 35% support, 105 in the lead. He's really, really good if you want to do even more damage, which this weapon desperately needs, but I didn't want to phase shift. You know, it's the same reason I'm using Survivalist. I'm feeling lazy today, you guys. I don't want a super complicated build. I probably shouldn't have picked a pistol, but I don't know. This is lazy for me. I like to just sit back and flick onto their heads and do the damage I want to do. Look at that. Oh, yeah. First shot accuracy. Let the Affliction smoothing over my mistakes. Yeah. You only have to kill an enemy like halfway. Affliction will just do the rest. Ooh, oh, no. He blocked me. No. Why does that stop the reload, by the way? Is that fair? Can Riot Huskies just stop reload? Oh, I love it. Look at that. I love it. You just start shooting at other enemies and Affliction tops it off. I think we've seen what we need to see. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out another video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go eat some ice cream. And then